sad to report this newlywed tragedy. Groom Tyreek Burton, age 37, was fatally shot on Saturday, October 12th, 2024, in Greensboro, North Carolina. 7 hours before his tragic death, he married the love of his life, Kiara Holloway, that he has been with for 16 years, and they share 4 daughters between them. Burton was a great dad to his 2 daughters with Kiara Holloway, and also cared for her 2 daughters from a previous relationship.
He was a great man. He loved to spend time with his family, his kids, real fast in the parking lot. So that's when it happened.
And was that right in front of you?
Yes, it was.
Greensboro police reported that Burton was shot 15 times as a result of a road rage incident. Burton had left the event to go home thinking his wife already went home. When he heard from her, he found out that she was still at the event. He made a U-turn, and by making that U-turn, he caused someone to get road rage, and they got so upset that they took his life.
We just had a shooting at Barber Park Event Center.
Greensboro police responded to the Barber Park Event Center just before 9 Saturday night after a reported shooting. The victim, 37-year-old Tyreek Burton, the man who had just gotten married there hours before.
Reporter Akila Davis sat with Burton's sister Brittany to discuss the tragic events.
His younger sister Brittany sitting down with me in downtown Raleigh, telling me Tyreek was raised in Roxboro, North Carolina, along with his other 3 siblings. He and his new wife had been together for 16 years, had 4 daughters between them, and were making plans to expand their family even more. But just hours after the couple got married, tragedy struck as Tyreek was leaving the wedding venue. He was under the impression that his new bride was already home, and when she called to tell him she wasn't, he went back to get her.
He made a U-turn at the stop sign, so he never even made it out of the park all the way. There's that stop sign at the very end of the park. He made a U-turn and came back, and I guess he didn't see somebody, and he cut them off, and that person followed him down to the park. There are cameras. This was at a public park, and there were eyewitnesses, multiple, including one of his daughters, and it was done in front of his wife.
A tragedy this family is struggling to understand. Brittany telling me his 3-year-old daughter has been too occupied with family to ask where her dad is. And it's going to hurt even more when she does.
That's gonna tear Kiara apart. Words can't describe the type of man that they took. This wasn't no average guy.
There are certain strange things about this story. First of all, his family said he left to go get something, or he left to go home and come back and pick up his wife, right? And he didn't even get to leave the park yet. And it seemed like he may have cut somebody off or made a U-turn. Maybe he almost hit somebody. You know how that is? And you get really, really upset. So the person came back to the venue, followed him, and when he got out the car, the person saw the car, but he didn't know who was in the car. So according to the family, the person was like, who was just in that car? Who cut me off? And Burton, this is his wedding day. He just got married. This is his family. He was just like, it was me, but, if I cut you off, my bad. If I did something wrong, my bad. And the person wasn't trying to hear it. This person shot him 15 times in front of his newly just married wife, his woman of 16 years. His daughter and some of his family members were also in attendance. What kind of heartless, cold thing is that? He had to see the bride standing there in her wedding dress. He had to see that this man had on a white tuxedo. How mad could you be that you can't even calm down, right? And you know what's creepy about it? I just finished watching this movie on Netflix called Unhinged. Unhinged. Please comment in the comment section below if you've seen that movie. If not, watch this movie. It's literally about something like this. It's about a guy who gets road rage and gets mad at a woman and goes on this crazy rant and like kills her family members, her friends, just because he had road rage. He was upset. I mean, I guess you can say this person that did this was unhinged. Some people try to say online, okay, maybe it wasn't road rage, maybe it was somebody they knew, but no, it was someone he didn't know. The family said he didn't know this person. It was just a random act. This person, like the movie on Netflix, was unhinged. And I just found it so creepy that I just watched this movie over the weekend and then heard this story. It was like based on real life events. Another thing that was kind of off to me, was kind of like spooky, was everyone at the wedding was wearing black. So I'm assuming they told their guests to wear black. And now it's like they're all going to be wearing black at his funeral. This story is so sad and senseless, they need to find the killer. As of the making of this video, the killer has not been found yet. The family set up a GoFundMe. They just paid for a wedding. Now they have to pay money to bury their loved one, to have a funeral. I'm going to link the GoFundMe information in the description. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel for me to bring you more stories like this.